Hey guys, Coach Brandon here, and we are back with another member question. So if you don't know how this one works, somebody inside of my free Skool community asked a question, I answered it, and then I decided this would make a really good YouTube video. So we're here recording the video. Today's question is, would improving conditioning make workouts feel more manageable? The obvious answer is yes, but we're gonna dive in to why it matters and how to actually make the difference. Before we do, remember, I lost over 75 pounds in 2025. In March of 2025, I weighed 257 pounds. I started my weight loss journey in April, and today, in March of 2026, I've lost 84 pounds, 75 of which was in 2025 alone. So I'm not just talking from up here, but I am talking from lived experience. Let's dive right in. You can see on the screen, we're in the comment section, we're going back and forth. This originally started out as a question about meditation, and it turned into a question about conditioning. And you can see here that this member asked, what is conditioning? So I responded, basic conditioning is just general physical preparedness, your baseline fitness. Think about foundational cardio, basic strength, muscle endurance, the ability to handle work without gassing out, recover between sets, keep your heart rate under control, and tolerate volume. It's not flashy, it's just building a broad base, so everything else, strength, hypertrophy, performance, has something to sit on top of, right? We go back and forth a little bit more, and then they ask, does improving conditioning make most workouts feel more manageable, as I've never worked on it? My gym experience is pretty solitary. So I decided, let's make a video because I think this is really important. My whole thing is making things simple. The gym can be a really overcomplicated place. And so we're gonna break down what is conditioning, why is it important, and how do we improve it in the simplest way possible, right? So most people come into the gym for one of three reasons. They wanna lose weight, they wanna increase their muscle mass, or they wanna get stronger, right? In order to do any of those things, you have to increase your base conditioning. Think of us, the human fitness, the human body, as a pyramid. In order to build a higher peak, we have to build a broader base, right? We're not these fancy engineers in the skyscrapers that go way down into the foundation and have really narrow bases. No. We have to build a broad base like a pyramid. The conditioning has to improve, right? And so how do we do that? Well, conditioning is really built on three core principles. A, skill. You have to have the requisite skill in order to do anything, right? You have to teach your brain how to move your body. Your body has to know how to run. Your body has to know how to squat. Your body has to know how to pull. It has to know how to push. So all we have to do for number one is increase the skill set, right? Teach your body how to move through space. Number two, local muscle endurance. Think about it. When we're doing squats and we feel the burn in our leg, or we're doing bicep curls and we feel the burn in our biceps, that is local muscle fatigue, and so we need to improve local muscle endurance. That way we can increase our work capacity and our time under tension, right? Bigger sets, bigger work capacity. And then third, we have to improve our ability to breathe, right? Increased respiratory rate typically happens when we're at the gym. Think of when you're doing cardio or HIIT or a big squat set, whatever the case may be, we start to breathe heavier, because our body requires more oxygen and we need to shuttle out more carbon dioxide. So we have to improve our ability to breathe. So increased conditioning, improved conditioning, building the base of that pyramid involves increased skill, increased local muscle endurance, and increased ability to breathe. So as long as we're improving on all three of those things in a well-rounded capacity, the base continues to grow. Now we can start to build the peak, right? But so many people, they start their fitness journey, they start their health journey in the wrong order. They're putting the cart before the horse. They start focusing on, oh man, I want to squat 405. Oh, I want to do a pull-up. I want to do a muscle up. I want to do this. I want to do that. But they never focus on the base, and they wonder why they don't make improvements. Your conditioning directly impacts your ability to recover. The greater the base, the faster you can actually recover from the squat workout, right? The faster you can recover between sets, the more efficient you're going to be at making progress. So if you want to make progress faster, improve your base, improve your conditioning. Also, a lot of us go into the gym to just feel better, right? Again, if you improve your conditioning, you will feel better. What was that third pillar of the base? Breathing. So many people in life, especially those of us that are unhealthy or overweight, struggle to breathe. We get out of breath from walking up the stairs. We get out of breath from doing yard work. We get out of breath playing with our kids. Improved quality of life comes from improved conditioning. Back to the fitness model, back to the losing weight, the hypertrophy, and the strength, right? The cart before the horse. Like I said, so many people come into the gym and they want to get strong or they want big muscles. Guys, all of that stuff is fine and dandy. And when I'm programming for clients, we are working on either like volume accumulation, hypertrophy, or strength specific stuff. But for the newbies, it's almost all skill acquisition, local muscle endurance, and breathing. And if you skip that step, you are limiting your ceiling. Your ceiling is low, guys. You want to build a high peak, but you're never going to get there because you've capped yourself, because you did it in the wrong order. And yes, conditioning is going to make all of your workouts feel more manageable. It's also going to make it much easier to progress, and you're going to feel a lot better while doing it. So guys, definitely don't skimp on conditioning, and this is why intentional program design is so important. Conditioning is important, volume accumulation is important, hypertrophy work is important, and strength is important. And making sure that all of those pieces work together in harmony is super important. So like I said, build the base as wide as possible. That way you can actually build your peak. Hey guys, if you like this video and you like this format, you can actually have any of your questions answered exactly like this. All you have to do is scan the QR code or click the link in the description and join my free community. So I have a community hosted on the Skool platform where all of my members, free and my one-on-one clients, are all a part, and they can ask questions to me directly. And inside of the community, I will take the time to answer your questions incredibly detailed and in depth. And if it warrants a video, I will record a video just like this, pop it on YouTube, answer the question directly, but really go into a deep dive, detailed answer to your question. So if you like that, if you have questions about weight loss, lifestyle, mindset, finances, anything that I talk about, anything that you're struggling with, pop in, join the community. Like I said, it's completely free, and ask away. We also do a bunch of other things like daily audits, updates. We have a wins page, announcements. So it's really just an awesome place to join others on the same journey that you're on, right? I've done this journey myself. There's plenty of others alongside of you that are on similar journeys, and building that support system, that community, whether it's in person or virtual, is super, super vital. So like I said, you can scan the QR code or click the link in the description if that sounds like a good fit. And again, it is free. I will see you next time, guys.